Hey everybody, it's Mike coming to you from Vaught RV here in Fort Worth, Texas. 2023 units are starting to roll onto our lot, and as they do, we're going to do our best to keep up with new videos for you. Right behind me I have a Jayco Eagle HT. It's a 30.5 CKTS. That's, I'm thinking, center kitchen triple slide. Classic floor plan. This is an HT line, so it's less than 10,000 pounds, a little over 30 feet long. So 33 feet long, I should say. So keep in mind the HT line is going to be a little bit lighter weight. Not everybody wants to pull 16,000, 17,000 pounds going down the road. You're lighter weight here. So some of the features are a little more lighter weight. Maybe a little smaller refrigerator, maybe not room for a stackable washer or dryer and things like that, yet it's very livable floor plan. As I go around, I'm going to point out some neat new changes in 23. Before I get started, let me point out to you my personal 3 favorite changes in 2023 on the HT Eagle line. Number 1, all units are prepped for a security camera right above the entrance door. Number 2, in 2023 we have a larger 30-inch microwave. And number 3, maybe my favorite upgrade for 2023, all the living room TVs and HT models are smart TVs, and now we've upgraded to a JBL sound system. Okay, let's check out the outside of this unit before we go on the inside. Again, I'm going to point out changes in 2023 as I see them. There's a lot of sort of subtle decor changes in 2023 and some more significant things that I'll point out. But you're going to see a lot of consistencies from the previous year. Magnet catches on the storage pass-through. Nice clean storage pass-through up here. We don't have wires dangling down and everything. Have motion lights in the storage compartment, so these are going to turn on automatically for you. Get USB charging ports and household current and coax cable. So we can put a TV in here or set a TV out here on the patio side. It's kind of funny that there's USB charging ports here, I think. I guess you can always charge your cell phone out here, but never can have too many of those. Now behind this door, you can see our 30 propane bottle. There's one on the other side too. And if I look under here, I can see that this unit's generator prepped. Most of the units that we order are in fact generator prepped. That makes it a lot easier for you to add a generator later if you so choose, and less expensive to do it. The wiring's already run. Of course, your batteries go over here. Now, if you choose not to put a generator in there, you'll have just that much more storage area. And like I said, the opposite side will show our other propane bottle. And the opposite side of our pass-through storage, again, motion sensor light up here, and then our auto leveling panel is accessible right there. Now keep in mind, you can do it not only from there, but you can also do it from inside the coach as well as on your phone. This is our control center. Jayco takes the mystery out of how to set everything up with these color-coded knobs, depending on if you're filling your tank, dry camping, and so on. We do have hot and cold spray port up here. There's one here and one on the other side of the coach as well. Of course, this is a 50 amp coach, so we have a detachable 50 amp power cord, and I like that there's a little green light up here showing me that I do have power coming to the coach. That's important to note at some point if you're troubleshooting and you don't have power inside for some reason. You don't know if it's a breaker issue or if it's a power pedestal issue. If you see that green light on, you know there's at least power to this point. So we can rule out a problem with our power pedestal and go inside, and it may be a breaker issue somewhere else. Anyway, I just appreciate having that. We have a 6-gallon direct spark ignition water heater here, and then this is our furnace assembly as well. Now, as is always the case with Jayco, we have vacuum bonded sidewalls. 144 tons of pressure for 16 minutes virtually eliminates the possibility of this sidewall becoming delaminated over the course of time. Now we got the AC running, so we got condensate dripping down on the side here. Here's a little detail you don't always think about. See these little guys right here? That's keeping the water from running down the side of the coach. Not every manufacturer does that. We're sitting right next to a motorhome that doesn't have those on there, and so when that condensate on that motorhome drips, it's going to run right down the side of the unit and streak and so on. I like that Jayco does that. Now on all the Eagles, we've got a towing package as standard. This is a 3,000 pound tow rating or a 300 pound hitch rating. So you can put a cargo carrier back here and you know, haul firewood or your big green egg or your smoker, extra bikes and that kind of thing on the back here safely. Now we do have a J-port assembly right here in which you can put a griddle. There's an LP quick connect underneath and you put a grill or griddle assembly back here. Otherwise there's not an outdoor kitchen on this, so that would be an optional thing that you could get. Standard moving into 2023 are these MORryde step above steps. I love this as well as this, so even if you don't have knee or hip problems, it's nice to have this for some extra stability climbing in and out of the coach. We do have JBL speakers on the outside as well as the inside, which I'll point out here in a minute. This is a blue light that lights up underneath these steps, so when you're approaching the unit after dark, it's kind of nice to have that. And then here's that spray port that's of course tied into the handles on the other side if you want to have spray poured over here for washing your feet off at the beach and that kind of thing. So with that, let's go inside and have a look. Okay, now we're inside this 30.5 CKTS. Again, I'm guessing CK is center kitchen. So we have a center kitchen area right in the middle of the coach. Now even though this is an HT line, it's pretty spacious. I like the fact that we have a coffee bar over here and an abundance of cabinetry and kitchen storage over here, as well as an island floor plan, and then our living room in the back. This is what I kind of consider a classic fifth wheel floor plan. Rear living room, they don't call it a rear living room, but it is. And then your kitchen in the middle, bath up here, and then your bedroom up front. So nice island. Now on the HT line, you won't have solid surface. You'll have a poly molded countertop here, which is lighter weight, but it still allows Jayco to do an undermount residential style stainless steel sink. Now, storage is always on everyone's mind, especially if you spend any time in here cooking. So I got a decent amount of storage in this galley area. Pantry storage to the left of the range. I have 4 drawers here with full extension drawer glides. A little cubby up here next to the microwave. And then over to the right, I've got 2 more doors for pantry storage. And then one thing I like about this floor plan, like I said, is I have a coffee bar basically. There's USB ports here and there is household current here. So yes, I can put a coffee maker or blender in here. That's one of the changes in 2023 is more USB ports. Kind of everywhere they could put one, they did. So that's nice. So I got storage up here, smoked glass inserts in these doors, and more storage here. This is kind of neat. This is kind of a multi-use cabinet. It can be a coat closet basically, or put tall items. That's got a magnet catch, or drop this shelf down and you'll have 2 shelves for storage. Now this unit was optioned with 380 watts of solar up on the roof. So I have 2 solar panels up on the roof already. That becomes especially important when you have a 12-volt refrigerator like we do here. So 12-volt refrigerators are running off the battery all the time, and there's always some hesitation or concern. Hey, I like to dry camp. I'm going to go out to the fairgrounds for the race or whatever, and I'm not going to have any hookups. What keeps the refrigerator running? The refrigerator continues to run off your batteries. So how long you can run without shore power or a generator is dependent on your battery charge status, as well as how many batteries you have too. The fact that we have 380 watts of solar on here is going to go a long way toward expanding how much time you can spend off grid without charging your batteries. All right, so enough about that, I guess. There is a little bit of storage underneath the island here. A logical place probably for the trash can. And then you have under sink storage here as well. Now this unit does have tire pressure monitoring on it too, so Good way to keep an eye on your tire pressure and keep an eye on that for safety. So we have a 3-burner cooktop, which is consistent with the last year or two. And then we have backlit controls here and a little oven. Now what is bigger and different than in 2023 is a 30-inch microwave over the range. All right, so it used to be a really tiny microwave. This is a residential size microwave here, so I appreciate that. It is vented and there is a light there as well. So moving back into the living room area, we do have a trifold sofa. So in that unlikely event that you have guests with you and other couples with you, maybe maybe your son or daughter comes home from college, this trifolds out to become a sleeping surface. Real easy to do. I don't always show it off, but since it's so easy, I will. Just take those off, pull this out, drop the legs, and then flip this down. Boom, what was that? 6 seconds, Brian? Maybe 6.5 seconds. Now we have a bed and you can access it from either side. So a couple people could sleep here comfortably too. Just go in reverse order to put it back the way it was. Like that. Put our cushions back. And it's just that simple. A lot easier than what it used to be to convert a sofa to a bed. Now we have roller shades all the way around. These are total blackout, soft close roller shades. Helps keep the coach cool during the day and totally blacked out in privacy at night. We do have some storage up over the top with smoked glass inserts on those doors. Now we do have recliners right across from the TV, so perfect viewing angle. RV furniture's come a long way in the last 6, 8, 10 years. These are really comfortable, kind of long legs, but just pull this tab right here to recline. These are called wall hugger. So even though I'm right up against the wall, I can push it back to recline if I'd like to do that. Cup holders in the middle and a little place here for your remote controls. More USB charging ports right here next to the sofa and a light switch. There's also USB ports on either side of the sofa, also household current next to the sofa. Now we have a smart TV here. This is another change in 2023. Used to be just HD TVs. Now these are smart TVs in all living room positions on Eagles and up. Another change in 2023 is an upgrade to a JBL Cube sound system. So we have a couple zones here. We can just push music through these speakers and we can also push it out onto the patio. Big upgrade, I appreciate that. And then we have a fireplace here, which does generate heat. It's a fancy space heater. So if you're at an RV park, pop that guy on and it'll knock the chill off of this unit. Do have a little bit of room up here and you're already wired in with an HDMI cable into the back of the TV if you want to put another component up above there. Now, over to the table, there are 2 more matching chairs just like these under the bed. There is storage underneath each seat. There's a little bit of storage under here, and then we can expand this out to have room for 4 to sit around here comfortably if you'd like to do that. All right, I think we've covered this area. Let's move on up into the hallway. Down below here is where all of our fuses and breakers are located. They're all labeled nicely. So breakers, fuses above, again, all labeled here. This is your BM Pro system. This is the brains of the coach, you might say. Your climate control and your lighting, motors, checking tank levels, energy usage, everything right here. Now, there's shortcuts for lighting here. Here's the neat thing, you can put this app on your phone and do everything that you can do here from your phone. This is a thermistor. You'll see these guys on the outside. There's one in the bedroom, one here, one in the living room, and maybe other places. This is sampling the air temperature and sending that information back to here so it keeps a consistent temperature. Now, we can enter the bathroom from the hallway or the bedroom up front. Again, we're in an HT unit here, so everything's a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter. Don't have a huge vanity in here, but again, it's big enough. It's kind of a cute little undermount sink deal here. Everything in 2023 is matte black. And we have a backlit medicine cabinet. A little bit of storage underneath here too. This has proven to be a really popular color. I've asked you guys before for your input and your opinion, and the vast majority of you are saying, yeah, kind of like it. So it's grown on me too. As always, if you have questions, comments, witticisms, criticisms, feel free to post them down below. Be nice, please. We're trying here. I don't build these things, I just talk about them, right? But if there are things about these units, floor plan or features, that you have suggestions about, let us know. Jayco pays attention to this stuff. Now I have a porcelain foot flush toilet that I was sitting on here. So that's nice. It's not plastic, it is porcelain. Glass shower enclosure on the shower. It's a one-piece molded shower surround. One of you loyal viewers commented that, gee, I wish the shower would be bigger. Again, we're in an HT line. If you want a bigger shower, a bigger vanity, a bigger kitchen, more counter space, then you might want to look at a regular Eagle or maybe even a North Point, and you're going to get those things. We're in an HT, trying to keep everything lighter weight here. So I do have a little bit of storage right here off the bathroom. Now this does close off to, of course, offer complete privacy in here, but going into the bedroom, this one's optioned with a king bed. And have a little bit of extra storage here on the side. This is a real kind of shallow slide out here. So when this slide goes out, you can see it's only about 18 inches deep, but it's just enough to give you some space along the side of the bed. You got some storage in here with a hanging clothes rod in there. Can't have too much storage because there's not a ton of hanging storage area. You've got shelves on that side of the bed, and then shelves on this side of the bed. So your hanging clothes are limited to that little closet there. Again, everything in here is a little bit smaller. No washer dryer hookups on this line. So if that's something super important to you, then you might want to look at a regular Eagle or a different floor plan. My advice is come up with several must-haves for a floor plan. And if the unit you're looking at, whatever brand it is, doesn't have that, go to the next one. You can never change the floor plan, you can never change the brand and build quality. So make sure you're looking at a quality unit, so you can check that box with a Jayco, and then look at a floor plan that's going to work for you. It's easy to get in these things and get distracted by, ooh, that's it's a smart TV, man, I love that island, and those are great things. And then you later think, man, but I wanted one with a washer and dryer, or I wanted this, or I wanted that. So think about those things, and you'll end up buying your second RV first. So there is room on either side. Jayco continually tries to make their units CPAP user friendly. The outlets over here are inverted. So that means when the truck's off, you have no shore power and you don't have a generator, you still have household current at those outlet locations. So you can sleep overnight at a rest area or a Cracker Barrel or something, and that CPAP machine will run overnight on the inverted power. There is storage underneath the bed here. Has gas struts. That's the two matching chairs I was telling you about that have they're folding chairs. Here's your spray nozzle for outside there. Your backup camera / security system. So this is a great way, and it's a 7-inch monitor. Now, this is important. In years past, a lot of people ask, hey, can I use my backup camera for security? And you couldn't because there was no power going to that camera going down the road. Now, with the simple flip of this switch, it sends power to not only your camera over the door, but the camera in the back of the coach and the side. So really, literally, you have a 360 view of this coach, and you can monitor that. You could, personally, I'd put that 7-inch monitor right there on that little table by the bed. So if somebody knocks on the door at 3 in the morning, you've got a clear shot and see who it is. So I appreciate that Jayco did that. So anyway, if you want to add a TV in here, you can. This is the mounting location. Again, this is inverted power, so I can turn the TV on from inverted power even if the truck's off and I don't have shore power. Coax cable up here as well. So if you want to add a TV, that would be the place to do it. So again, we're in a 30.5 CKTS. It's an Eagle HT, a little over 33 feet long, less than 10,000 pounds weight. Notice we don't have a residential fridge. We have a 12-volt fridge, which I'm a fan of, but it's not a residential fridge. So you're not sacrificing a lot, but you're keeping the weight under 10,000 pounds. So one other thing I want to mention is a lot of you folks are asking in the comments about pricing and MSRP. We don't put the MSRP pricing in these videos for a couple reasons. These videos tend to have a long shelf life. They live out there in the ether for years, in fact. So you may be watching this video a year from when we're making it, and the MSRP will have changed, most likely, quite a bit in that time. So to avoid confusion and have you come in and say, hey, you said the MSRP was this much and now it's that, we don't list them. We're not hiding that information. I just want to make sure it's accurate for you. Best way is to drop a comment below. We'll put a comment in there and say what it is as of today, or you can email us or give us a call, which is what we prefer. That way we can give you up-to-date and accurate information on pricing. MSRPs will also change based on options. At this dealership, Vaught RV, Vaught tends to option up coaches more than most dealers. So added solar, added other options that you may not find with other dealers, and that'll affect the MSRP too. So again, my name is Mike. I appreciate you joining me. As always, take a second and click like and subscribe below. That way you'll be the first to know when we post more videos just like this one. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions or any suggestions on content you'd like to see, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks again from Vaught RV.